What's good, YouTube? It's your boy halerazortv, the Go Ahead King, and I'm back at y'all with another video. Now, the NBA playoff brackets has finally been set after the Warriors got beat by the Grizzlies last night, with the Grizzlies taking the 8th seed. Now, this playoffs, I think it's going to be very exciting to see some of these matchups. There's going to be fans interactions this year. We all know what happened last year with the bubble and things like that. The Lakers ended up winning. So what I'm going to do, man, I'm going to pretty much go through the Eastern Conference first, then go through the Western Conference, all the way till I get to the conference finals for both sides. I'll tell you my winners, and then who's going to the finals, and then who's going to win the finals. So Eastern Conference, we got the 76ers versus the Wizards, 1 versus 8. I think the 76ers is going to take this in 6 games. I do believe Westbrook and Bradley Beal can at least get 2. That's just me. You can't take, not the 76ers, the Wizards for granted. Westbrook averaged another triple-double. Very underrated as far as what he's doing. Bradley Beal just fell short of scoring his first, NBA scoring title. But, things happen. I just don't think they'll be able to stop Embiid. I don't think they'll be able to stop Simmons. And then you got to think, you got Seth Curry and you got Danny Green who can shoot. Tobias Harris is nothing to slouch against. Not saying that the Wizards, they might get swept, they may not. But me personally, I think they at least take 2. That's me showing at least a little respect for Westbrook and showing respect for Bradley Beal. So underneath, we got 4-5. The Knicks being at 4, the Hawks being at 5. I actually got the Knicks winning this in 6 as well. Very surprising team this year. I think Tom Thibodeau should be coach of the year for what he's bringing, as far as some of that culture that he's bringing with the Knicks. Derrick Rose is looking pretty good. Julius Randle's looking like an MVP candidate, even though he's not the top 3 finalist. He looks like an MVP candidate. Definitely most improved, I think so. RJ Barrett is doing pretty good. And not only that, man, just some of what Julius Randle is bringing as far as that Mamba mentality, how Kobe used to practice in the gyms. Like, now he got the team doing it as well. The Hawks, they not, something to be slept on. To be honest, the way they started the year, I didn't think they was going to make the playoffs, but they're 5th seed. But I just think that the Knicks is going to win this round. Me, personally, that's how I feel. I think they're going to win this round. Milwaukee, Miami, like I said, they're actually playing right now. Miami was up by 3 the last time that I seen it. But I actually think that Milwaukee is going to take this one. Welcome back, y'all. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulties. As I was saying before, I got Milwaukee and the Heat playing. They were playing right now. Last time I checked, they were winning by 3, but it was early second quarter. Just because they're winning right now, I don't have them winning this series. I really have Milwaukee winning this series in 6. I know a lot of these games I got going in 6. That's simply because of how I feel as far as each team and how they are in the playoffs. I gotta respect. I don't think anybody's going to get swept on the East side. So I believe that, Milwaukee wins this in 6. Drew Holiday, honestly, is a big, addition to the team. And I really think that they're going to win in 6. All right. Last but not least, 2-7. We got the Nets versus the Celtics. And to be honest, I got the Nets in 5. Now, I wouldn't be surprised. Now, I forgot all about Boston being there. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a sweep just because Jaylen Brown's not playing. But, I think Jason Tatum, I'll give him enough respect to try to at least get 1. But I got the Nets in 5. I think the Nets really are a team that you just can't sleep on. Of course, I don't think anybody's sleeping on the team, but I really do think they're not really going to face any challenges until the semis or the conference finals. So that leaves me with the 76ers versus Knicks in the conference finals, semifinals. I got the 76ers, man. I really do believe that the 76ers are a team to be taken seriously. The Knicks, I think this is where youth comes into it, and I don't think they have enough veterans or veteran people on the video or whatever. On the video, right? Yeah, messing up. I don't think they have enough veterans on the squad to keep up with the 76ers, man. So 76ers winning that. I say that go to 6 games. I got Milwaukee versus the Nets. This is very interesting to me. And to be honest, I think this is going to go 7 games. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks take it, but in this case, I'm going to pick the Nets to actually take it. I got Nets in 7 on this one. So that leaves me the 76ers and the Nets in the finals, conference finals. Now, over to the West bracket. We got Utah versus Memphis. I got Utah actually in 5 games beating the Memphis Grizzlies. If it was the Warriors, that's a different story. I just think that Utah, they got depth, and their starters aren't that bad. I don't think Memphis has enough for them, so I got Utah in 5. Next, we got Clippers in Dallas. Now, I'm not a Dallas Mavs fan. I'm not a Clippers fan either. My team's not even in the playoffs. I'm an OKC fan. But this was a good matchup last year. I think it would be a good matchup again this year. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas takes this one, but I'm going to go with the Clippers, and I'm going with the Clippers in 7. I think this is going to go 7 games. I think Luka is coming on hot at the right time. Kristaps is, he's actually looking kind of healthy. Bar the refs don't get involved. Clippers in 7. Denver and Portland. I got Denver in 6. I give Dame the least respect to get 2, but I don't think they're going to get, 3 or even 4. I got Denver in 6. I think Jokic is going to win MVP this year. I think he should win MVP this year. There's no telling. They might give it to Embiid just because 76ers is number 1 seed. Let's be real. MVPs is all about seeding, not who's the actual best player in the league. It's all about seedings, guys. You got the best record. Usually got the best record. The MVP comes from the best record most of the time. But I got Denver in 6. And Phoenix and LA. As much as I like Phoenix this year, I think this year they just got screwed, bro. And I got the Lakers at 6. I like what Chris Paul do. I like, what Phoenix has done this year, man. But LeBron and AD, I feel like LeBron, when it comes to playoff LeBron, they came out a little rusty. I think they will lose the first game. But I think I think Phoenix will squeeze one more, maybe a game 5, in Phoenix. But I think Lakers win in 6. So that gives me Utah and the Clippers. I got the Clippers winning in 5, to be honest with y'all. The Clippers, to me, no disrespect to Utah. Utah had an incredible year this year, but I really feel like the Clippers are going to win. That's just my honest opinion. I think Kawhi is going to end up locking down Donovan Mitchell. I think, honestly, in that series with Utah and the Clippers, y'all going to see the Paul George that you seen in Indiana. That's what I feel like you're going to see in that series. I feel like Paul George is going to show up. I feel like the X factor in that whole series, honestly, for Utah, it would be Mike Conley, and for the Clippers, surprisingly, it's going to be Serge Ibaka. That's how I feel. I think that's who the X factors are. If Mike Conley can get off, it might go to 7. But I honestly, 6. But I got the Clippers in 5. I got Denver and the Lakers. As much as I want to say Denver, I think the Lakers pull this off too. I think it actually goes to 7. I think it goes to 7. I think the Lakers is going to pull it off. So, we got the Clippers and Lakers in the conference finals. Now, on the East, we got 76ers versus Nets. I think the Nets take it, but I think it goes to 7 games, and I think the Nets take it. That's just me personally. Both of them are good match teams. I just think Kevin Durant and James Harden will take their games to a whole nother level, and I think the 76ers will end up getting bounced out in 7 games. We got the Clippers and Lakers. My wife is a big Lakers fan. Big Lakers fan. And she's going to be mad at me. Matter of fact, she's standing over there right now, but I'm actually choosing the Clippers to take out the Lakers in 6 games. I just think the Lakers, it all depends on what they do. Really, Drummond. Really depends on what Drummond does. But I honestly believe that the Lakers are not going to be the champions this year. I think it's going to be Clippers and Nets, which honestly, to be real with y'all, as far as a finals matchup, I like that matchup. I like the fact that I got the Clippers and the Nets, but I got the Nets in 6 taking the championship with James Harden being the MVP, NBA Finals MVP. That's my take. Let me know down in the comments. You know I messed up over my words a lot. I usually don't do videos like this, but let me know what I messed up, in the comments. See what teams y'all picking. Again, I said the Nets in 6, Nets, Clippers in the finals. That's who I'm picking. That's my list. If y'all don't agree with the list, y'all got to make your own list. You know what I'm saying? That's how that goes. But your boy here is a hell to go ahead of King. I'm out of here, bruh. Peace.